Today I will be showing you how to create a bill of materials. The best way to think of a bill of materials is as a blueprint which specifies how you would like Wineworks to package the stock item for you. Once you've logged into the portal, click on Bill of Materials. This is on the left hand side of your screen underneath Production. This is where you can view all of your processed bill of materials. You can easily check to see if you have already created a bill of materials by using the built-in filters at the top of your screen. But to create a new bill of materials, click Add. From here you will need to enter your details. Please fill in as many sections as possible. The client stock code and stock description sections is where you can enter details that will help you to recognize the stock line. This could be the stock codes and descriptions that you use in your internal stock management or accounting system. The client stock codes and reference will appear on the Storage Stock on Hand report. You can then enter the wine variety, the vintage, the market, and your brand. You can use the drop-down tab on each of these sections to select what you need. Or as you type, you'll be presented with filtered options. These sections will drive how the Wineworks stock code is created. The bottle section is where you'll need to select the bottle that you would like to use. This should be the same bottle which you asked the planner to order when the bottling run was confirmed. The bottle that you ordered will be noted in the calendar booking details. Once again, by starting to type, the list will automatically be filtered. In the next two sections, please enter the closure and the cover that you would like. A cover would generally only be used on bottles with a cork or sparkling closure. The labelling section is where you can select the front and back labels that you would like. If the labels haven't already been set up, you can create the labels by using the Dry Goods Creation section. You do not have to wait for Wineworks staff to supply stock codes, as draft labels will be available for selection. Once complete, enter the height of each labels in these sections. Keep in mind that these measurements are in millimeters from the base of the bottle. If you would like text ink-jetted directly onto the back label, please select the preferred format. Or if any additional labels are required, for example medal or neck labels, please select them in the drop-downs below and advise the placement details for these labels. If you have any placement instructions of the back label inkjet, please include this at the bottom of the page in the additional instructions section. In the first two drop-downs within the packaging section, you can enter the code of the carton that you would like and also the divider. The next section is where you can select your carton label requirements. As you can see, there are multiple options that you can select from. If you select any of the print and apply options, Wineworks will print the carton labels for you and you will need to fill out a carton label specification form. And if an option that you are looking for does not appear in this section, at the bottom of the drop-down you can select No Carton Label. You will then just need to advise your carton label requirements in the additional instructions section at the bottom of the page. If you have any text that you would like ink-jetted directly onto the carton, you can enter this here. If you have any placement instructions for this, please add them into the additional instructions section at the bottom of this page. Within the next drop-downs, you can select the pallet that you would like your product to be stored on, as well as the pallet stacking pattern. If you are unsure of the best stacking method or would like something that is not listed, please select Unusual Stacking Pattern. Please also advise the details in the additional instructions section at the bottom of the page. The slip sheet will enable you or your client to ship the stock without a pallet, or to shift your stock from one pallet type to another. A hardboard top cover is used to protect your pallet of wine from damage, so this has already been selected for you. The extra dry goods sections can be used to select any other dry goods items that you may not have been able to select in one of the drop-downs above. You may need to advise of any details of how to apply this item in the additional instructions box below. As I've been mentioning throughout this tutorial, you may need to include extra details in the additional instructions section about placement instructions, extra item details, carton label requirements, or a request to be contacted. Please also note that anything written in this section will be noted every time this particular bill of materials is produced. So for example, if you noted here that labels were arriving next Tuesday, this would appear every time this bill of materials is produced, not just the first time. If you need to include any attachments to your bill of materials, this can be done via the Add Files option at the very bottom of this page. Once you have completed filling in as many sections as possible, click here to save. You do not need to complete your bill of materials in one go. You can save the bill of materials at any stage and it will appear on the list of bill of materials as a draft. You can then view this draft and submit it, or submit it for processing. Please keep in mind that once you have submitted the bill of materials, you will no longer be able to edit the bill of materials. You will then need to ring the Wineworks logistics team to make any further changes. This is where you can view all information that you have entered. If you would like to add or change any information, you can edit the bill of materials by clicking Edit. Or if you would like to deactivate or submit this bill of materials draft, you can do so by clicking one of these two options. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you can now confidently create a bill of materials.